There's this absolutely terrible person, a rapper who calls himself Bob Villain, and you probably have already seen this video, but somebody who decided to mock Charlie Kirk and the horrific thing that happened to him last week. And since then, he has been facing an insane amount of backlash online, and the news is only getting worse and worse for him. Visas are getting revoked. The whole thing is absolutely crazy. He's losing venues. This whole thing is completely falling apart on him to the point where he released a response video in total panic mode, absolutely melting down over the backlash and the complete backfire that this whole thing is turning into for him. We're gonna get into the whole thing and see what is going on. He deserves every little bad thing that is happening to him today. If you guys haven't seen this video, I'm unfortunately gonna subject you to it, and we're gonna go from there because you guys have to see the type of evil that we are dealing with these individuals, with these leftist lunatics.
I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of shit of a human being. The pronouns were. Because if you touch shit, you will get banned. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit.
Absolutely just abhorrent. Everyone was completely destroying him all over the internet, and rightfully so. And so, because of that, he released this video in response.
Yo, real quick. At no point during yesterday's show was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated.
That is an effing lie. A complete and total lie. This is the most blatant lie, shameless lie that I've ever seen in my life, what he is saying here. We all just saw the video.
At no point whatsoever did we celebrate Charlie Kirk's death.
You see all those people cheering in the crowds too? Yeah, lies.
Did call him a piece of shit. That much is true. But at no point was his death celebrated. If it was, go find me a quote, go find me something that proves that we were celebrating his death.
Saying rest in piss. You know, like mocking what happened to him. The cheers from your crowds. You dancing happily like a little giddy schoolboy because he died. Yeah, totally not celebrating at all, guys.
You're not going to find it because it didn't happen. Wasn't a celebration. Calm down.
Calm down. That is all he has to say to you. And he got community noted for this video. By the way, he posted this from his own account on X. And he says, calm down. Calm down, guys. It's okay for us to celebrate. You guys got to tone down your rhetoric. Absolutely insane. And he got community noted for this. Stated while smiling and laughing to a cheering crowd, I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of garbage of a human being. The pronouns were, because if you talk crap, you will get banged. But the bad news for this guy Bob Villain, and yes, he is a villain indeed, is only getting worse and worse.
Oh, I think about Charlie Kirk. You're a foreigner and you're out there celebrating the assassination of someone who was speaking somewhere. I mean, we don't want you. Why wouldn't we want to give a visa to someone who thinks it's good that someone was murdered in the public square?
So this whole thing is falling apart for him very fast. Breaking the State Department has revoked the visa of Bob Villain. Good. This kind of person has no business being in America spreading hate like this. And it's only getting worse and worse for Bob Villain. And this is all on top of the insane backlash that he was getting already on the internet. Multiple venues have now pulled the plug on Bob Villain's upcoming shows after he mocked the tragic death of Charlie Kirk. And look, you can see right here that this is from Britain's news channel. Bob Villain gig canceled after mocking Charlie Kirk assassination as venue says he went too far. And yeah, I think that that's putting it pretty mildly what he does here. But this whole thing, he deserves all of the backlash, all of the backfire that he's getting for this entire thing because it is disgusting. It shows you just what kind of an evil person this guy is and how evil a lot of these leftists are in their celebration over what happened. And this is what Bob Villain was mocking. This is what was taken away from his family, from his daughters, from his wife, and everything. This is what he was mocking.
Storytelling. So we're here at Bill's Burgers in New York City. And right near this very table was the first time Dada met Mama. And it started as a job interview. And I was asking all these questions. Philosophy, religion, Jesus. And then I realized Mama was beautiful and smart and elegant and Christ-like. And so I said, forget this job interview. I want to date you. And I said, I have enough friends. And that's where your journey started.
Tragic. Anybody who mocks this, anybody that celebrates this, is just pure evil, man.